Have you ever wondered what your life would look like if you truly chose yourself? Not the version of you shaped by expectations. Not the role you were forced to play to be accepted. Not the mask you wear to be loved. But you as you are. Raw. Honest. Unfiltered. Have you ever stopped to ask, who am I when I'm not trying to be who they want me to be? Maybe you've spent years compromising. Saying yes when you meant no. Smiling when your soul was screaming. Being strong when you just wanted to fall apart. Because somewhere along the way, you learned that your worth depended on how useful, agreeable, or impressive you were to others. But let me tell you something that may be hard to hear. As long as your value is borrowed from others, you will always be in debt. As long as you wait for permission to live fully, you will remain half alive. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It is sacred. It is not about abandoning people. It's about no longer abandoning you. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But no one tells you what that costs. It costs comfort, familiarity, approval. It costs breaking the illusions that have kept you safe and small. You see, the moment you start choosing yourself, the world around you starts shifting. People get uncomfortable. You stop playing roles they liked. You stop being predictable. You start saying no. You start asking why. And at first, it's terrifying. Because you've been taught to fear rejection more than regret. To keep peace outside even if it means war within. To prioritize fitting in over being whole. But let me ask you, what is the point of being loved for who you are not? You are not here to perform. You are not here to please. You are here to be, because choosing yourself means finally being you. Choosing yourself means looking in the mirror, not just to fix your appearance, but to finally meet your soul. To witness the parts you've ignored, the dreams you buried, the voice you silenced, the boundaries you never set. It means sitting with discomfort. It means grieving the version of you that lived for validation. It means embracing the loneliness that often precedes authenticity. But this loneliness is not a punishment. It's a portal. It's the space where the old dies, so the true can be born. Jung called this the process of individuation, the integration of all parts of the self, even the ones you were taught to hide. Your anger, your fears, your sensitivity, your ambition, your truth. Because you cannot be whole by cutting pieces of yourself away. As long as you reject parts of yourself, you will keep seeking others to fill the emptiness. But no amount of external validation can replace the internal betrayal of abandoning your own essence. You don't need to be fixed. You need to be found. And you find yourself the moment you say, no more pretending, no more shrinking, no more explaining my worth. You begin to understand that self-love is not an aesthetic. It's not bath bombs and affirmations, it's boundaries. It's walking away from what hurts you, even if it's familiar. It's making decisions that nourish your future self, not just your wounded self. It's saying, I choose me, even if no one else does. Especially if no one else does. Because the truth is, most people won't choose you when you start choosing you. Not because you are wrong, but because your transformation threatens their stagnation. You'll lose people. You'll lose roles. You'll lose illusions. But what you gain is freedom. True, terrifying, untouchable freedom. The kind that makes you unshakable, not because you feel no pain, but because you finally understand it. The kind that makes you compassionate, not because you're weak, but because you're no longer reactive. The kind that makes you powerful, not because others say so, but because you've reclaimed your own voice. And let me say this, choosing yourself is not a one-time decision. It is a daily devotion. It is choosing to rest when you're expected to grind. It is choosing silence when the world demands noise. It is choosing truth over comfort, depth over attention, healing over habit. It is choosing to walk into a room and not shrink. It's choosing to speak up even if your voice shakes. It's choosing to disappoint others rather than betray yourself. And yes, it is choosing to walk alone until you find people who don't just tolerate you, but see you, hear you, honor you. People who don't love your potential, but your presence. People who don't fear your power, but respect it. People who don't project onto you, but protect what is sacred within you. And you will meet them, but not by chasing. You meet them by becoming. Imagine waking up no longer needing permission. Imagine walking into rooms not hoping to be seen, but radiating so brightly, you're undeniable. That's what choosing yourself feels like. Carl Jung wrote, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes." So stop looking for yourself in others. Stop hoping someone will rescue you. Stop outsourcing your self-worth. Wake up. You are not here to be saved. You are here to be sovereign. The path to choosing yourself is messy. It's full of doubts, relapses, and moments where you wonder if it's worth it. But every time you choose yourself, even in the smallest way, you reclaim a part of your soul. Every time you say no to what doesn't align, you say yes to what does. Every time you honor your truth, you silence the noise. Every time you pause to ask what you want rather than what is expected, you come back home. To you. And that is where everything begins. Because a person who has chosen themselves is no longer afraid of being alone. They are no longer afraid of starting over. They are no longer waiting to be picked. They have already picked themselves. And from that place of wholeness, everything changes. Not because the world becomes easier, but because you become clearer, grounded, rooted, resilient. So let this be a reminder. You don't need more approval. You don't need more followers. You don't need to be liked. You need to choose you over and over again until it's no longer an act of rebellion, but a way of life. Choose yourself when it's hard. Choose yourself when you're scared. Choose yourself when no one else will. And keep choosing until it no longer feels brave. It just feels like truth. Are you ready? Not to become someone new, but to finally return to who you were before the world told you who to be. Then let's begin. Choose you. Not someday. Not when it's easy. Not when they approve. Now. Because your life, your real life, begins the moment you do.